Rainbow's probably gonna come out.
What's up, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram? Y'all, it is raining. How do I flip this camera around? Oh my gosh. I feel like, how do you flip this around? How do you flip it around to make it go that way?
I don't think you.
You can, but I just don't know how.
Oh. You got to turn it that way.
Okay. So it's raining.
And it's hot out here.
It's raining.
It's burning hot.
Downtown LA behind me, the skyline. Okay. But it's raining and it's warm out here. But you guys, y'all, I had a message. I wanted to get out. But my daughter was like, it's raining out here and it's hot. You guys, it's hot. Wow. Raining. Look at the ground. The water in the drain. Let me get back before I drop my phone. And it'd be way worse than what it is right now. Oh God, what's up, TikTok? What's up? What's up, you guys? What's up, Kamala? Pamper Chick? What's up, y'all? Mark? Girl, it's my daughter. What's up, Diaz? Celia. Oh, Celicia. Okay. Oh, snap. How do I go back? Swipe left to close? Okay. I know. Let me get back in here and get to this message. Because, collective, this is crazy. It's raining. It's raining. And it's hot outside. I even got the air conditioner, the thermostat is on. Okay, let me turn this off. It ain't gonna really do me no good because I turned it off for a second and then I get hot again. What's up, you guys? This is Parker. I'm back here with another channel message for the collective. Okay, let's go back inside my room. Got my son in my room, still sleeping his little head off because he wanted to stay up until 5 in the morning. But okay. What's up, you guys? Let me get my stones real quickly. For some of y'all that know, y'all know that I love my crystals and stuff. But collective, so there has been a couple of realizations. There's been a lot of activity happening over the past week. We'll say the past week, okay? For one, right now, okay, there's been this tremendous amount of energy of, okay, you and this energy here, okay? This is called the Air Erzuli Frida Dahami, okay? And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is from the Voodoo Tarot deck, okay? And for some of you guys out there getting confused or something like that, there's voodoo that could be done, okay? And then there's also voodoo being done on you. This book and my cards, what I do is reveal the voodoo that's being done on you. Because I'm not into that crazy ass shit, trying to do that actually on somebody. Like, I mean, somebody would really, really, really need to deserve to, not even, if I was to ever even think of, but I'm just explaining the two differences, okay? So we got this card here, okay? And from my research, okay, because I'm learning the book and I'm researching on a lot of the things that it means and stuff like that. So this is basically you crying your tears, okay? You being in this energy of crying these tears, because we got these tears at the bottom. If you guys look closely in the illustration, okay? Maybe I need to wipe this camera off. Give me 1 second, because I want you guys to see this all the way. Okay. So in the illustration, ooh, that's a lot better. Oh my goodness. So in this illustration, okay, if you can look really closely here, if you can see there's tears, okay? This Erzuli is crying tears. The tears are falling to the ground. They're coming, they're falling from her eyes, okay? And at one point or another, there were people who tried to tear this person down, okay? You could be this individual, okay? If you are a man or a male, flip it vice versa, okay? You were this person who was, full of life. You are this person that is full of life, full of love. And, whoever these people were who you were dealing with caused you to, in one way or another, want to think that you needed to second guess yourself in some kind of way. Okay. And so when they did this, okay, this caused you an immense amount of pain. But you found your way out of this. You still found the beauty within this situation, and you still found a way to keep yourself up, okay, at this time. Okay, so because of this influx of emotions and things of that nature, your spirit guides keeping an eye on you and seeing what's going on and things of that nature. Okay. You found yourself to have moved on, right? So that you found yourself to have moved on, gotten through this situation or whatever. Now you have somebody in the energy who is sick and needs your healing. And I kid you not, this reading came up for me last night. Actually, it was probably past the morning, and I kept this out, okay, because I wanted to show this to my collective. I was up studying, reading this book, and things of that nature. Now there's someone in the energy who needs you, okay? You can look at yourself right here as this healer, this healing individual. This man here, who's the healer, the doctor, is trying to heal, or wants, to heal this sick person, okay? This doctor here has a hypodermic needle in his hand. I know you guys can't really see it, but when I read the book, it said what it was that was in his hand. So this is a hypodermic needle he has in his hand. And you basically see him here, okay, trying to attempt to heal this person or somebody who was sick in the energy. And again, this doctor right here represents the same energy of this same person, okay, who cried all of these tears, and somebody who may have been like deceived or something like that from this individual. This individual now needs the healing and the help from this person here. Okay? That's why they say be careful, because you never know who you might meet again. Or, you have to be careful because, you never know how things are really going to turn out for you. You never know who you will actually need again, okay? So now, let me cut this TV, y'all. It's got the, what is this? Roadrunner and a Coyote. Okay, doesn't want to, okay, let's just unplug it. So, you have this energy, okay, of this healing individual, okay? You have this individual who needs your healing, who needs your grace, who needs your energy, who needs your words of encouragement, because right now they're in some sort of limbo or in some sort of bad health. Along with this, okay, it very much so seems to be that of a young man in the energy for a lot of you guys, and for the men in the audience, there seems to be that of a young woman. But in this case, it's most likely a young man. And this young man is an individual who is very impulsive and who acts on things before they think. Okay? Now you see what's going on here, okay? You here, collective, you were thrown in this situation and you were hurt by the situation. You cried your tears, you've done your healing, you've looked yourself in the mirror, you finally, made sense of whatever the fuck it was or whatever like that, and you applied whatever knowledge that you needed to apply to this situation, and you were out of there, okay? Within this time that you've been growing, learning, healing, and such, the people from the past who were once in your energy, who did some sort of terrible betrayal, had some sort of terrible betrayal when it came to you, okay? Betrayed you in a very, very heavy way, okay? It wasn't just like, you forgot to give me back my $1 that day. No, it was something way worse, okay? Something that could literally try to tear you apart, tear something of your household. They were trying to bring your household foundation down as well. Not only was it this young man, but there was an older feminine that I kept picking up in the energy. Okay, this could have been like a aunt, mother, sister, ex-best friend, a nosy neighbor, in-laws, okay, something, okay, people at work, at your job. So now, after you've cried all these tears, moved on, there are now people in your energy who are sick and need your help and need your healing. It's crazy how them tables always turn though, right? And you really probably wasn't thinking nothing of it. You probably was like, you know what, let me just go on about my life, myself, my day, and, just try to worry about me, my household, whatever I got to do, my responsibilities and shit like that, okay? But now you have this young man wanting to come back in your energy because he's sick and needs healing. And like I said, I pulled these cards when it was daytime almost still yesterday. It was just falling into night. Okay, so this card pull happened before a lot of things actually happened with me and probably have happened with you guys. Okay, this energy was out, and then boom, this morning, this is the aftermath of what that was. So for this young man who could be like literally on their deathbed, there's some sort of ending that has come for this younger man in the energy. He's had some sort of ending, whether this was a habit, a relationship, a something. Their ego, okay? Their ego. Thank you guys for 1K. There's been an ending, okay, for this impulsive young man, okay, in your energy. Okay, this is Les Mortis, okay? And when we say it in, you guys say it in Spanish, is, you know, the dead, the death, the dead, okay? So we now know what's going on with this young man here. And what's interesting, collective, what's interesting is that the young man came out twice, okay? Now, as I read this card correctly, okay? There go my neighbors go again. As I read this card correctly, this is depicting that of this young man who is standing at a crossroads. And what I read, he's pouring water onto his knife. And I'm going to assume it's to rinse it off, clean it off from the blood that's been on his knife. And the fact that this is here, I read this is the puddles of water. Okay? And he looks down in this puddle of water and sees his own reflection. He's looking himself in the face. He's looking himself in the eye for everything that he's done. He's looking at his reflection. He's at a crossroads right here, where he could actually decide to recognize this unhealthy behavior patterns, and want to get help with it, okay? That's why we got you coming in, okay? And this person is looking for some sort of healing from you. They either want to like take you through there one more time, or they really fucking need your healing. It could be both. It's most likely both. Because like I said, he showed up twice in this energy. This young man. And each time I read inside the Voodoo Tarot deck book, it says that of a young man, a Hungan. Okay? So I really do feel like this is karma. And you know, sometimes when people are falling into their karma, they look for people to try to help them out of that. Okay, the same people, these be the same people that they backstabbed. Okay, the same individuals that they backstabbed are the ones that they seek help from or want help from. The crazy way the tables turn, you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys so much. Okay. This is some crazy ass turn of events, but collective. You couldn't say that, you know, that this wasn't gonna happen. You probably even told certain people that this was gonna happen. You probably knew that this was going to happen, but you just didn't say much. You didn't say anything. Okay? Let's see what the tarot is saying about this situation here. Okay. These past 3 cards that I just pulled are all in reverse. So you got the Page of Cups in reverse here. This is somebody who was trying to deviate you from your path, okay? This person thought that you were naive as fuck. They were a flatterer, okay? And possibly coming back into your energy to try to flatter you. This person is immature. And I don't say that by just saying, oh, you're just so immature. No, they are literally immature. They have not matured spiritually. They have not matured. Maybe I wouldn't say physically, because, you know, if you're dealing with somebody, okay, and you're an adult, they're an adult, you know, but immature is here. So this person who was immature, who wanted to deviate you off your path, made some bad choices. Okay, they're wanting to say that they made bad choices and that they're trying to take action on them. Okay, if they haven't tried to reach out to you physically or telepathically. Okay, this person was extremely disloyal towards you. It also says misrepresentation here too, with the Two of Swords in reverse. This motherfucker was fake. It says theatrical, so they put on a performance, okay? They were a very distracted individual, okay? And this person put you in the energy of being depressed at one point or another because it was all a projection, okay? It was all a projection. It says bad news. Oof. They were bad news, brought you bad news, or you just, you know, you found that dealing with them, even the aftermath of dealing with them, there was still some sort of like bad news still lingering about this person that you still had to clear up, or that you're still trying to clear up. Okay? And that's what the Page of Wands reverse here. That's what the Page of Wands here. Reversed. So This is definitely this young man, or it could be this young woman, if you know, if it's the opposite way around. Flatterer. Wow, superficial. That's where the flattery came from. It came from being superficial. It was all part of the theatrics, okay? To fucking, you know, veer you off your path and shit, deviate you off your path, distract you, and cause instability in your, you know, in your household. So okay, as I flip this back around, right? Because I read the energy from this individual. I went back and forth with that. Now as I flip these cards upright, it's all two. So we that's an angel number here, okay? 222. And thank you for 2.2K, okay? We got 222. You have the courage, you know what I mean, to stand up for yourself in this situation, or you're having the courage to stand up for yourself. Because if you being this free spirit, and your love for life and nature and healing and things of that nature, because you were very enthusiastic about the situation, and you discovered yourself throughout all of this, okay? Your peace has been restored after being put in some sort of stalemate energy. Spirit knows that you are a very sweet, gentle, kind person, okay? And that you are, you can be sensitive to certain energy changes, okay? Or people that just don't align with you. And that's probably why you felt like all this time you were being thrown off. And once you probably separated yourself from this energy here, is when you started to feel better. Okay? You might have gotten sick at one point from this situation. But now the tables have turned, and these people need your healing. They need your help. They need your guidance. It's like, well, why didn't you just fucking listen to me the first time? Or the second time? Fuck, the third time, okay? What else we need to know? What else we need to know? Thank you guys for joining. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know about the situation? The Emperor in reverse. That this superficial masculine in the energy who was distracted had a failure to lead. Very ineffective. Immaturity. Okay, so we got much immature out here twice, okay? We got immaturity and immature, okay? So I'm going to take this from the... I'm trying to show you guys today. Yeah, my camera's pretty clear today. Okay, well... Immature at the bottom. Immaturity just before the bottom. This person was just not ready. You know what I mean? They didn't have their shit all the way together. They didn't want to even try. Okay? They didn't even want to try. They failed to lead this situation properly. Very unreasoning. Okay? When they had probably everything that they needed in order to navigate this situation properly. Still, they chose to be deceptive. They chose to be in this unaliver ass energy where they go around unaliving people, trying to unalive people. Okay? And this motherfucker is seeing their self for who they really are. That is crazy because, yeah, you can tell who it is. A lot of you guys know who it is. This false emperor in reverse. False emperor in reverse. Okay. So we got Aries, Libra out here so far. Doesn't have to be, but definitely it's a fire sign out here because the fire sign just keeps coming out. Okay. It even shows it here. We got Petro. Okay. We got the fire down here at the bottom. So this is definitely a fire sign. Or have fire sign placements. What else we need to know, Spirit? Thank you, guys. Okay, somebody said that's where they need to stay. Okay, Puppy Love 65, okay? Right. Right. Yeah, you guys, I'm just checking out y'all's comments and people joining in. Thank you, guys. But this is what this was here. This is what this was. And now you might have had some sort of like something about them reaching out. Hear something about them reaching out. There go that fire again. It's somebody who's an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius for sure. With the sun in reverse here, somebody who you were dealing with, this person is unhappy. And they're feeling lonely. Because yesterday with the other deck that I had, I did pull out, I don't want to be alone, okay? It says need for reflection. Need for reflection. Where is it at? Need for reflection. And what is this here? He's looking at himself, reflecting. So this is basically the energy that this person is caught up in. This young man who could be a fire sign. Heavy on Leo, okay, with this sun here. This person is coming around, or they've tried to pop up in the energy to give you some sort of proposal that is otherwise unwanted by you at this time. Unaccepted offers and lack of empathy. Like you just like, not saying you don't have empathy for people, but you just kind of like, hey, you sick. I mean, you got to go on and figure that out on your own. I'm not healing or helping for you to get strong enough to get up and knock my ass out. Okay? Because they do that every time. When they continuously do this, there are some people who literally just haven't learned. They don't know. They literally lost. Okay? But unfortunately, it's not your responsibility to keep putting yourself out there on the line, sacrificing yourself or allowing somebody to sacrifice you, okay, in order to satisfy their needs or, their own selfish desires or something like that. So you've moved along, okay? We got the Six of Swords in reverse. They don't want you to leave them. They don't want you to leave them behind. But it's like mentally, physically, emotionally, you probably already left. You either left already, okay, about to leave. You already left mentally. Now you're just planning your motherfucking way of leaving physically, okay? But this person doesn't want you to leave. They want to hold on to your energy because your energy is extremely hard for this person to let go. They want to keep you stuck, okay? In this stalemate energy where they do just enough, say just enough to keep you or have you or whatever around, okay? And just enough for you to not be like, okay, hey, what's really going on here? Okay. They wanted to put you in this energy to where you would be like an unlimited energy source for them. Unlimited power source. Okay. Thank you guys for 2.5K. Okay. What is this, Spirit? 8 of Wands. And is this reverse? No, this is reverse. 8 of Wands reverse. It says untrustworthy. Untrustworthy. Theft. Oppressive. Jealousy. Delays and frustration. This is all that this person had to offer when they did come in the energy, okay? This is all they seem to have brought to the table, because this is really all you can remember. I mean, even if they did do good things or they did things to help or it was overshadowed by their negative nature and everything they had going on. It was just like back to back. And this is with grown people, okay? And you're like, I understand if people make mistakes, but I'm not going to stick around while you continue to make these mistakes and, not learn anything from them, okay? Yeah, we got the Knight of Wands, yeah. This person who was untrustworthy is coming in with a passionate energy, okay, towards you. Now they want to be generous. They want to have the courage to come forward and speak their truth, or they had the courage to leave a situation or a particular whatever it was alone. Now they want to come in and show you this, okay? But you got the Chariot here in reverse. They will be unsuccessful, okay? They brought too much negativity and confusion into the energy. Okay? And it says loss at the last minute. However that could look for you. You could have lost something at the last minute dealing with this person. They could have lost something at the last minute. Okay? And they were unsuccessful at something. So whatever it was that they like threw you under the bus for, left you hanging for, whatever, okay? They were unsuccessful at whatever this was. There's a lot of negativity going on in this person's energy, or these people, or this group, okay? Energy. Confusion. This person is confused. I don't know if they're confused on whether they want to, better themselves, better their life. Maybe they're confused about their sexuality. Maybe they're confused on what looks real and what doesn't. Okay? Maybe they've been tricked. Maybe they sat back and tried to trick people for so long that they don't even fucking know anymore. They feel like, everybody's going to always be on this deceptive ass energy because they're on this deceptive ass energy. Okay? Child, no. We ain't gonna keep this too long, but I'm gonna pull from my deck, you guys. Y'all know I love this deck right here. What do we need to know, Spirit, about this situation pertaining to this young man? Them realizing that they need healing and they want to come spin your shit one more time. Who is this? What is this about? What is this about? Let me grab this card. I already had my hand on. What is this about? Wanted to discredit you? So this person could have looked at you as a joke or something like that, or didn't take you seriously. They didn't want to give you credit when it was due, where it was due. And they wanted to basically undermine you, little girl you, little boy you. Okay? In some sort of way here. What else we need to know? What else we need to know? What else does the collective need to know? I'm gonna pull these. These are all trying to come out. Bad karma. The person that wanted to discredit you, this young man and all of this shit, they're going through bad karma right now, you guys. They're going through bad karma. So I would advise you not to touch them, not to help them, and for some, not to even talk to them, okay? Depending on how abrupt and how disrespectful they was on the way out, okay? Little did they know they were on their way out, okay? And to be honest with them, probably trying to contact you or get in contact with you, probably they don't even think that they're all the way out, okay? They're jealous of you. This just came up. Where is it at? Yeah. With the Eight of Wands reverse here, it says untrustworthy, theft, oppressive, dispute, jealousy, delays, and frustration. So they were definitely jealous of you because this just popped up again. Spirit's trying to tell you these motherfuckers was disloyal, jealous of you. Okay. They had a failure to lead, okay, ineffective way of leading, especially if they're calling themselves your man, or to act on, the way a man would in, most righteous men, should I say, okay? Easily distracted. That just came up as well. Yep. With this Page of Wands reverse, superficial, theatrical, distracted. And now we got easily distracted. Easily. Spirit is saying, telling you twice. Spirit is saying, this person was distracted. Easily distracted, okay? They trying to even emphasize and shit and put, emphasis on this shit to let y'all know how fucking distracted these people got, okay? Easily distracted. Like the attention span of a fly, okay? Type shit. Okay, let's pull a couple more. I'm gonna close this out, y'all, because I just wanted to tap in, because we've been tapping into what this is, confirmation. Your power intimidates them. What else we need to know? I'll pull these. HIV? You guys. Yeah. This is why this person is sick. Or needs your healing or something like that. They're not taking care of themselves. This person was in a cult. They try to have you in this cult, this covenant, okay? This person was fake as fuck. This came up twice as well. This person used emotional manipulation to trigger you, to confuse you emotionally. So they played on your emotions, okay? You trigger their insecurities. And Spirit said that's correct. I'm going to keep it short and simple here, you guys. And me looking at this other deck here, what's on the bottom, apology. They want to come in with this half-ass apology. No apology at all, but seem like they're remorseful. Because some people are too prideful to say that they're sorry either. Okay? It's almost got me want to pull a couple of cards from here. Let me see. Ha! I didn't even have to pull. Look. Only you. Now they're thinking about only you. Now they want only you. Now they want to listen to only you. Something about you're the only person that either like listens to them. They want a second chance. What I'll tell you guys. They want a second chance. Yeah, with this apology, this all came out. Only you, devoted, attached. They're attached to you or your energy in some kind of way, and they crave you. Now or again. They want to apologize because they want this second chance. They want to reconcile, make amends, and have an opportunity. Remember now, they want an opportunity to try to come spin your motherfucking shit again, okay? Okay, Alexa, play Spin That Shit by Young Mommy. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. They trying to spin the block, y'all. They want a second chance to spin your motherfucking top. The question is, are you going to give it to them? And I believe motherfuckers should have to earn their way back or earn your trust. Some people don't even deserve a second chance at all. They probably already had a second chance and they fucking blew it. Okay? Spin that shit. Spin that shit. They trying to spin your motherfucking top, collective. I'm telling y'all. They trying to spin your motherfucking top. Huh? I'm on the phone, baby. I'm on live. My daughter's like, huh? They trying to spin your top, collective. Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's probably stopped raining by now. Let's see. It stopped raining. Oh, shit. Damn. That was quick. It's the sun is shining again. Hold on. I mean, it was already shining low-key, but... Yes, collective. Oh, my God. It was just a bunch of rain. But you know, California, it's weird like that. Los Angeles, you know. I don't know if you guys could see in the background, but yeah, there's the skyline. The LA skyline. I wish I could zoom in. Oh, wait, I could. Oh, wait. There's a skyline, y'all. Los Angeles. Oh, my big head in the way. Oh. But, ooh. Child, why y'all didn't tell me I look like that? Hold on, how do I go back? Swipe left to close. Okay. Let me zoom out, y'all. Let me get off this damn TikTok because I'm over here doing way more. But I will be back up on here, you guys. Thank you guys for tapping in. Thank you guys for tapping in. Thank you, Misty. Thank you. Thank you, Honeythorn 101. Thank you, John Kelly. Thank you, Mikey. Waisil Jimenez. Thank you, TY. Thank you, Kais. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Lika. Thank you, Sweet Fee. Keisha RN. Astria. Mara. Rocco. Thank you, Fada. Ebony. Jeanette. Gary. Peanut. Lika. Beth. Sassel Doll. Honeythorn. You guys, y'all got some unique names. Okay. I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna probably try to do a live out here where I can when it's a little bit close to nightfall, so you guys could like see a little bit. Cause right now it's kind of like hazy and sunny and shit, and yeah. So you guys, thank you guys for 2.9K. Just remember, you guys, don't get bamboozled out here, man. People, they want your healing and shit now. They want you to help them and shit now that they see that, you know, you was actually telling the truth the whole fucking time. it's sad to say that they wait until things become disastrous or unrepairable to make that decision. Why does it always take that, for things to come to that? But I mean, it's called karma, I guess. Lessons. All I can say is keep pushing forward, collective. Keep doing whatever it is that you've been doing. Don't lose sight. Don't let anybody make you lose focus. Okay, keep going. Even on the days that you are tired and out of your mind. A lot of the times I find when I do a lot of my readings, a lot of times, and I'm exhausted, and I mean completely exhausted, I find that those are the readings that have the most viewers, or, so it's like, even if you're tired, even if you're drained out, keep going, okay? Keep going. Thank you guys for 3,000 viewers. You guys, I'm going to post this on my Instagram, on my Facebook, and on my YouTube, okay? So if you missed anything, just look out for me at YouTube, Parker. Okay, it's going to be a picture of me blowing some bubble gum with the 2 fingers, peace sign. And you can go to my Facebook, Parker, which is like one of my main pages, okay? And I'm going to put this up within, give me another hour or so. I'll put this up because, it takes time to load and upload and all that. So, but thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for tapping in. And I will see you later. Okay, love ya. Bye.